What happens when you mash up five different spy action comedy movies into one Matthew Vaughn directed spy action comedy? You get a whole mess of a movie. So let's talk about it.
Whoa, hey, there's a cat in there.
Oh my god, you're Ellie friggin' Conway.
Author of Argylle series, Ellie Conway!
I am such a fan.
Oh yeah? What is it you do?
Espionage.
Would you sign my book?
Here we go.
I love this book. Come on.
Argylle is Matthew Vaughn's latest spy romp about an author, Ellie Conway, played by the wonderful Bryce Dallas Howard, who gets wrapped up into some high-level espionage when she realizes her spy novel series of books that she's been writing mirror some real-life espionage a little too closely, and gets roped up into some globe-trotting mayhem with Sam Rockwell's spy character Aiden. Something about the casting just never sat well with me. For the most part, none of the characters seemed to fit the actors that were playing them, and it was so egregious that it felt like it was definitely done by design. The highlights of this movie, we got the wackiness of Matthew Vaughn's movies always seem to shine through. He does action comedy really well. I love The Kingsman, I love The Kingsman, I love The Kingsman 2. I enjoyed Kick-Ass 1 and 2, but this one seemed to be close to be more of a hit than a miss, but at the same time, not so much of that of an actual base hit. Another highlight is the supporting cast and the cameos. All of the Matthew Vaughn mainstays are here for the most part. I feel like I don't want to tell you who they are because if I do, then it kind of spoils all of the surprises. But to me, Bryan Cranston is the real star of the show. Matthew Vaughn always does these crazy, way over the top villains, and Cranston might be the best one yet because of how good he's playing this character. He's just unhinged and out of control. Every time he's on the screen, it's a sight to behold. He's menacing yet hilarious at the same time. Like he just has this presence that I really enjoyed in the movie. But the ultimate highlight of this movie for me, and this says a lot about the movie in general, is Bryce Dallas Howard's ass. Her and her mom jeans, I'm not gonna lie, I found myself staring at her and those mom jeans for a lot of the movie because that woman was thick. And it was because I never saw her that way prior to this. And that just played a huge part into the movie. And if that's the highlight to me, then there's definitely a bunch of lowlights. Or one big main lowlight in general, and that's the script. The script was hella generic. It was underwhelming. It had these unnecessary twists that, like, if you've watched any spy movie before, you saw it coming a mile away. Matthew Vaughn goes an extra bit with the zany. And the last 30 minutes of this movie was insane, and not in a good way. It was ridiculous. It was way over the top. It looked silly, and it just didn't feel fun for me. And for some reason, in these movies, now all of a sudden, everyone has to put this song and dance number in there, and I don't know why we do that, and it's just frustrating. Another lowlight for me is Henry Cavill, Dua Lipa, John Cena. They were all over the advertisements of this movie, and all of their scenes probably were in the advertising. They might have been in this movie for a total of 10 minutes, and this movie was over 2 hours and 20 minutes, which also makes no sense to me. It just seemed a little bit long, a little bit too much. That's the best way to describe this movie. So the question is, who is this movie for? Anyone who loves zany action, comedy, spy thrillers. Like if you love that zany action, if you've loved Matthew Vaughn's films in the past, you're definitely going to enjoy this movie. I really wanted to like this flick, but it fell way short of not only my expectations of this movie, but any movie in this genre. It felt like a streaming movie that Apple Plus could have just kept for their streaming service, but since it had all those stars, since it had Matthew Vaughn, they just thought to put it out in the theaters, and it wasn't the Beekeeper effect because this was definitely announced way before the Beekeeper came out and was successful. But this movie just seemed like it might find a following on streaming, but it's already DOA in the theaters. I didn't enjoy the movie as much as I wanted to. I really, really, really wanted to enjoy this movie, but for some reason, it just was too much for me. It was too much Matthew Vaughn, and then it was that damn silly cat, right? That cat was everywhere, yet nowhere all at the same time. It was just this unnecessary prop in the movie that I just simply didn't enjoy. What did you think of Argylle? Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? Did you think it was every bit of fun as you wanted it to be? Or was it just a little bit too much? Go ahead and throw some comments down in the comment section and let me know what you thought of Argylle. Like I said, I really wanted to like the movie, but it just wasn't for me. And yeah, that'll do it for this review. Definitely thank you for stopping in, checking out the Have You Seen That With T YouTube channels. Definitely like and subscribe to Have You Seen That With T YouTube channel. We're trying to hit our goal of 100 subscribers by the end of February. Let's do it. It's Black History Month. I'm a black content creator. Let's get this going, and I'll check you next time.